Today on Art Matters with Mr. Morris, I'm reading you a book. I'm reading you a book. Won't you take a look with me, 'cause I'm reading you a book. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Woo! Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Woo! Da 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 da. Art Matters with Mr. Morris. Yeah. Artists, welcome back. I've been really debating what our lesson should be. And while I was debating, I went to my normal place I go to when I think about what is important for you to know. I go to the books. And while I was leafing through, while I was looking at the books on my bookshelf, there was this one book I've had for a long time, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot about it. And I opened it up and I looked in it, and it made me cry. Now, I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit that I cried when I read this book. I cried because for me as an artist, this really hit home because it was true for me, and it still remains true for me. And I know a lot of my friends out there are going to find meaning in what I am about to share with you.
All right, my friends, today we have the book Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. Raymond loved to draw. Anytime, anything, and anywhere. One day, Raymond was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. Raymond could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Raymond. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Raymond put his pencil down. "I'm done." Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he snapped. "I was watching you draw," she said. Raymond sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. "Hey, come back here with that!" Raymond raced after Marisol up the hall and into her room. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. "This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "This was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Raymond said, "but it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she exclaimed. "Vase-ish?" Raymond looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. "They do look ish," he said. Raymond felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out, without worry. Raymond once again drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his journals, tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Raymond realized he could draw ish feelings too, like peace-ish and silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writings. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. One spring morning, Raymond had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. And Raymond lived ishfully ever after. The end. I love when a book is more than a book, and it's a lesson. It's a lesson that every artist must learn, but it's also the hardest lesson for an artist to learn. Some of us that are very lucky will learn and we'll get past this lesson when we're young. Other people don't get through it until they're very old. And sometimes we have to relearn this lesson many times. There will come a time, if it hasn't already happened, where you're going to look at your art and you're not going to like what you see. Where something doesn't look real enough, or it doesn't look like it does in your head. Where you're trying so hard to draw something, or paint something, or sculpt something, but it just doesn't look right. My friends, I end every one of my classes by saying, be kind to yourself. If there's one lesson, one singular thing that you walk away from my classes knowing, if there's one thing that I could just wave that magic wand and teach you and you would just know it, it would be this lesson. Be kind to yourself. When you have that moment, when you look at your work and it doesn't look right, or maybe someone said something that wasn't so nice, or maybe someone's just said something that just rubbed you the wrong way about your artwork, those are the moments when you have to say, I did a nice job. It may not be exactly what I'm after, and that's okay. Sure, I tried drawing this thing and it doesn't quite look like this thing, but it looks ish. And I know there's that one person, that one kid maybe in your class, or maybe an older class, or maybe in a different school, but there's going to be one other artist and you're going to look at their work and you're going to think, I could never draw like that. Many times in my life, I almost quit making art because I saw someone that in my mind made better art than me. And isn't that silly? Isn't that a silly thing to stop making art just because someone else maybe does it in your mind a little bit better? And it's really not about better or best. It's just about making the art. Think of art as a big, beautiful field. And we all start in the same corner, and we all end up in different places. It's not about who drew best. It's about the journey. It's about how much did you get to wander through that field? What did you see? What did you hear? What did you smell? What did you experience? How did you help others? How did they help you? How did you interact? How did you see that world? Don't worry about getting it just perfect. Ish is good. You can never attain being perfect in art. We saw that with Raymond when he just kept throwing away all that artwork because it didn't look quite right. It wasn't perfect. The point of art isn't to make everything look just as it is. It's to show the world what that thing is through your eyes. A portrait by an artist holds so much value. It holds so much energy because it came from their eyes, their mind, their soul, their hand. And yeah, it may not always look quite like the person, but it looks person-ish. Our art project today is very simple. Go out and make some art. I'm not going to say what to draw or how to draw it. I'm not going to say if you should draw it or paint it. I want you to go find something that makes you happy, that inspires you, and make some artwork about it. Share it with me. Let me see the world through your eyes.
I am proud of you. I am proud of what all of you that are watching have been doing, have been sending in to me, have been telling me about. I am proud of who you are as a person. Be proud of yourself. I'm Mr. Morris, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful day.